Well, for my ministry in particular, the issues that we've seen here are the issues of roads. Apparently, there's a lot of need for roads, the need for public transportation so the kids can get to school. We've heard that there are some children in this area that walk 15 kilometers, which of course, if kids walk 15 kilometers, it's going to have an impact on their schooling. And the issue of water. Apparently, there is water here, it's coming from across the river, but there's need for another source. So these are going to be priority areas for us. One of the roads here is an existing FRA road. So if it's an existing government road, then there's a budget for that. Some of the other area roads are not government roads, but because in the past RSL used to use the road, we need to make sure that we can fix it up so the children can still have access to the RSLs to get them to school on time so that they don't have to walk that distance. Obviously, for 15 kilometers, I don't know, that's almost 3 hours walking for young children. And I don't think that's acceptable. So those are some of the issues that we'll be focusing on. I think the other issues that for my ministry that are not actually part of my ministry, this village is getting inundated by waters. I think the waterways have changed. So that is something that we'll raise with the Minister for Waterways. I need for them to come and have a look at the cause that the water is coming through the village to make sure that they divert it either to the way it used to go before or some other way. We need to do that together with the road that we have to fix. So the government road, the FRA road, that will be fixed by FRA. The other roads that were used by the RSLs that are not government roads, we will find a way to make it usable so that the RSLs can go and people can have access to the schools. There's been a request here for a bridge so that people can get across the Singatoka River. That's something that we'll have to bring up and have a look at all the bridges that need to be built in Fiji. We know that there are about 100 bridges that are under stress in Fiji. 17 of these are these are existing bridges. 17 of these will be proposed for the next budget, and we'll have to look at this request together with all of the other requests to see which one is a priority one and see how we can put that into the budget given the resources that we do have. So those are some of the concerns and priorities for my ministry.
Na vila na Madhavandeu, turana Ministério de Agriculture, ano may alam ko. Na kaya eliminasyon may siku talaga yung alam ko. Nagwala yung alam ko, kuna ba nuwetan radiwi ka na kabis matay. Nararay mo ako rin wala ko. Kuri na, kaya takinamuni manadalin. Hindi na nawabo, alikirin ko tuwa lang yun ko. Yan na po puniwabu turang na minista.
Ano mo metakos ulit?
Metakos.
Yeah.
Ina po kalibilas na wabu ay sa bakit sinadiwan Diyos sa bulkawan. Ilan ni buwan ang kir-kir. Ang hilaway na nga una. Bisa matay ko to ka na matay ni Chu. Fijile Bapati. Prime Minister ko to ka Mr. Mahendra Pal Chaudhary.
Natuwa magal sama na wala ke saso ne tubu chigo membala penabi ngon sala to samere le ngon sala na korongo pateke na ngon sala talang apa mere lang me kina wer na ngwane ko rame buli chigo e lage ngo ba chigo chigo ke to ni ne to mbal trasu na chika di le kilo mitan to ni sing akila ra sini ngon nan to lo mani chikina so tan ba na ke korkor ni ko na na matanga na la sa tubu ke sa ndo na kaya tubu lage to lo mani fare.
As a government, we also very interested in developing the east bank of the Singatoka River, and there's been some work around Yalago. Our nearest health center from here is in Raiba, which is about 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers away. We used to have a nursing station at Yalago, but that had since closed, so we're looking at opening that, just making sure that we have access to healthcare on this side of the river. When the Singatoka River is flooded, it's very difficult to cross. So it's safer that Fijians on this side of the river, they can be able to access it. Now, in this area, we have the Itoke, and also we have a lot of the Indo-Fijians which have been leasing here for a very long time. So the accessibility to nursing station and to the roads is not only limited to one particular ethnic group, it's actually all Fijians that live on this side. And also the economic prospects. Over here there used to be a lot of farms, but because of the challenges that are here at the moment, that has dwindled down a little bit. So we also want to make sure that one of the things that we're working very closely with the Minister of Infrastructure is some of the areas around public health are related to infrastructure. So making sure that the waterways are clear, also ensuring the accessibility to roads. When somebody is sick, you want to make sure that within 1 hour or 2 hours they are able to access a health center. Within 1 hour they can access a nursing station. And also safe and clean water supply. In the past, Navasau used to be a hotspot for typhoid. It's decreasing because government has put in a lot of work around access to clean water supply. But on this side of the river, it's a bit of a challenge, and that's something that we've been discussing with the Minister about how we can be able to help them in that regard.
It was also noted that the Tubu nursing station is that being relocated.
So Tubu nursing station is going to be relocated to higher ground and also a bigger place towards the main road. The landowners have given their consent, and that's already that's something that we set ourselves for in the budget.
Thank you, sir.